Hey, people. Hello, it's Friday, the 29th of December, as we are closing out a tumultuous, interesting year, the year 2023. How are you doing? I'm about to review this. Cheers. So, okay, so let me get to business right away. I'm expecting a couple of other things here shortly, maybe today, coming in to be reviewed. But this one came quickly. I was actually rather surprised because I'm thinking that Florian Arbenz, his new album Inland, I'm thinking he's European. And I just talked to him a few days ago and he said, or was it a week? I'll try to. Well, he wanted to know if I wanted a copy to, and of course I review. And I said, well, sure, I'd love a vinyl copy, and it's already here. That was, wow. December 18th we talked, so that was last week. Okay, so that is not unusual. Sounds about right. Florian Arbenz is a drummer. Excuse me, folks. I'm going to try to do, go to his profile. I think he's Swiss. Where is he from? Yep, Basel, Switzerland. And I'm not exactly sure how Florian found out about me, probably my videos, but he started sending me his music a few years ago to review. And I'm really happy he did, because he's a sensitive, nuanced, and excellent jazz drummer. And I say jazz drummer because this is modern jazz. I give hats off to Martin Archer at Discus too. These are folks who are in the moment, in the here and now, not copying the past, but making real jazz, real music, with that as the the basis. It's not rock and roll, it's not country music, it's not classical, it's jazz. And Florian, I can hear where you are developing and moving, progressing in so many ways, not just in your drumming, but in how you're working with other musicians. I have noticed that about your records. Excuse me, I got get another sip. The records are not flashy. The music is not bombastic. It's sensitive. And people are listening and working together. This new album is really good. Because I recently went back and touched base with some of your other stuff. I even showed them in a recent video if you didn't see it. So I'm up on what Florian's been doing, and this is like he's moving ahead. I love your drumming, and you found some great musicians to play with. I love the fact that you've got Christy Doran on guitar, who I know from the band Ohm, the European Ohm, on here, and he's playing his ass off. I can highly recommend this, folks. And then they do Freedom Jazz Dance, and they do a good job of it. They don't just repeat it. They take it and make it their music. This is really good. For you jazzers, okay, for you folks that are, because I really want to try to stick it to some people, and maybe it's just my perception, but that's all we have. I have a perception that there are jazz collectors who are collecting jazz, but not really listening in the present tense. They're listening with regard to what it means, supposedly, in the larger historical picture, like Blue Note albums, for example. I'm not chasing those Blue Note albums. That's because it's not the greatest jazz. It's not. I dare say that some of the greatest jazz being made right now is by people that aren't being recognized, and Florian Arbenz is one of them, and the musicians that he's associated with. So pick up on this. I also like the artistic theme of the records. Looks like he's using the same artist. I didn't check to see who it is. Might be him. But the graphics for the albums are there's a flow, a continuity. I like that. So that's my recommendation for today. Florian Arbenz, Inland, brand new album. It's on CD as well. To me, a good indication that an artist is getting through is when I see in the groups posts by other people around the world where they're showing their records, and I'm seeing people show Florian Arbenz records over the years in the groups. So it's working. It's working. It's good stuff. Florian, thank you for sending that to me. That's the main piece of music that I want to share this morning. It's Friday, so I'm hoping that you all are getting ready for a good weekend. I'm watching the news. Maine, okay. That's the right thing to do. It's not about whether or not voters have to get a choice to vote for. This man is a stinking criminal. Shouldn't even be allowed to sweep the back porch of the White House. Get his ass the hell out of here. So that's on my mind. I'm starting to prepare my set for next month. I have a solo show. I'm only probably playing for half an hour, but I'm at the point where I have to decide which side of me do I want to present, because I could present an ambient side, I can present a dance side, I can present an eclectic side. And the last solo show that I did was primarily dance oriented. Not that I'm a dance, but stuff that has good beat. I'll be doing that, but I'm going to mix this one up because it's a fundraiser for a couple here who are pretty cool. So I'm just going to play some music for them. That's what I'm up to today. Looks like Floyd's going home today from the hospital. That makes me happy. This, because it's primarily the review of the Florian Arbenz, is going to be short. Have a good weekend, folks. I might talk to you again today or tomorrow.